help us with a 360 view of this very, let me say the third very expensive bill. We invite Talk Radio host and civil rights attorney Robert Patillo and former U.S. Trade Representative Steve Gill. Thanks for joining me, gentlemen.
Hey, guys.
Thanks, Scotty.
Okay, Robert, this ball is in your court. Are you concerned that this bill is not even completely written yet, and the politicians, Chuck Schumer, has already scheduled it for a vote on the Senate floor?
Not at all. This is the pace that things have to work at in Washington right now, where you're looking at zero bipartisan support. The fact you cannot get one Republican to vote in favor of expanding health care, giving health, vision and dental benefits to low-income families, helping the homeless crisis, attacking climate change. I think that's why you have to move at this pace. It's interesting to me that Republicans are now worried about how to pay for this, but they never paid for the $1.5 trillion tax cut that Donald Trump had. They never paid for the $700 billion in military spending for brand new fighter jets, or the $10 billion that Jeff Bezos wants for a new spaceship. They never talk about how you pay for that. But when it comes to helping poor people and helping the American people, somehow all of a sudden everybody has to start grabbing at the purse strings. So I think that's what Chuck Schumer has to do: move it through, move on to the rest of the agenda, like voting rights and securing the border and vaccine rollouts and those sorts of things.
Oh, Robert, I hope the Democrats go and just cut that segment right there. That is the best commercial for them right there. You have got that was good. Steve, your response to that?
Well, if it's such a good bill, then why not just vote it straight rather than trying to slide it through under reconciliation while claiming it's an infrastructure bill? The infrastructure in this bill includes free pre-kindergarten, free junior college. Now, maybe we're going to send out a bunch of kindergartners to repair potholes, but unless they're doing that, that has nothing to do with infrastructure. The Republicans agreed to an infrastructure bill that was a clean bill, $1.2 trillion, and before they even got off the White House lawn, Joe Biden broke the deal. This is a guy who has no credibility because he can't keep his word, and I think that's why you're not seeing any Republicans go along with this.
Well, but come on, Steve, you've been in D.C. long enough. Do you actually believe that a clean bill will ever be passed by either party? I mean, I think that's the problem, the frustration the American people have, what's going on in D.C. today. That being said, those issues that Robert actually brought up, those are things that are actually very much needed more now by the American people rather than others. If they were a clean bill, if they were presented separately, would Republicans, just in the name of partisanship, still vote against it, even though they would say the same thing if they were in power?
Well, again, when you look to partisanship, you need to remember that the infrastructure bill of about $1.5 trillion that President Trump proposed was blocked by the Democrats because they didn't want to give him a win. It's a little hypocritical for them to claim there's no bipartisanship when they blocked infrastructure that could have already been underway, could have already been leading to construction because they were playing political games. And again, when you delve into this bill, if it's ever written, this is another Nancy Pelosi type deal. We'll pass it and then we'll find out what's in it later. If they would put the bill actually out there where people could read it, they would find out that there's a lot more extremist left-wing agenda than actually helping the American people.
Okay, so Robert, I'm going to let you respond to that, but I also want to ask you, a major concern is actually how to pay for this bill. I mean, it seems like over the past year and a half that we've got an unlimited amount of dollars, I guess backed up by an unlimited amount of gold somewhere in this world, or we're running up a really high tab with some country. Tax enforcement is what Democrats are pushing to help pay for this additional revenue needed. Is that the solution? Should Americans now be expecting to actually even be more complicated, and when they don't file their taxes correctly, whether it's a mistake on purpose or not, that they're going to end up paying a lot more penalties and fines? Is this how we're going to pay for these bills?
Well, two things. One, I find it funny that Steve thinks the radical left agenda is teaching preschoolers how to read and helping people go to junior college so they can be an informed workforce. To Republicans, that is a radical left agenda, reading children. Oh, my God, what will we do? But how do you pay for it? It's already been articulated by President Biden. They will tax people who make over $400,000 a year, which means maybe Jeff Bezos will have one fewer spaceship. Maybe Richard Branson won't be able to go to low Earth orbit with $28 million tickets. Maybe you can't buy that second mega yacht, but it will not affect anybody making under $450,000 a year. So yes, you're going to have to raise taxes on the top 1%, but they have gotten away with free ride too long. We have companies like Amazon and GE and other mega corporations that bring in billions of dollars, paying effectively $0 in taxes. I think your regular mom and pop who are sitting there at H&R Block trying to file their taxes each year will be more than happy to see them pay their fair share to help with human infrastructure. Because because it doesn't make sense to fix a bridge through the hard infrastructure process and then have people sleeping under that same bridge and not helping them.
Okay, you got 15 seconds. Human infrastructure, that is a new term. Go on and copyright it right now. Steve, real quick, 10 seconds.
Well, if you look at the Green New Deal that is included in this, and when you look at what they're actually wanting to do with education dollars, they're wanting to teach racist critical race theory and teaching kids sexual positions in kindergarten. I don't think that's what the American people want. And that's why we have to see the whole bill.
And that is why we could have this debate next week. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me.